Please read the disclaimer.
It is the year 0079 of the Universal Century. A half-century has passed since Earth began moving its burgeoning population into gigantic orbiting space colonies. Above the planet float hundreds of enormous cylinders with artificial living environments so that people can live as though they were on Earth. 9 months ago, the cluster of colonies furthest from the Earth, called Side 3, proclaimed itself the Principality of Zeon and launched a war of independence against the Earth Federation. Initial fighting lasted over 1 month and saw both sides lose half their respective populations. People were horrified by the indescribable atrocities that had been committed in the name of independence. 8 months had passed since the rebellion began. They were at a stalemate. Look out! What kind of enemy weapon is that? Must be the Federation's white mobile suit we've heard so much about. We're gonna see more casualties if we don't do something quick. Better inform Commander Shar. Intense heat source. Is it a beam cannon? There you go. Take this. I got him. He's gotta be toast. Not yet. He's too fast. There's just one of them. We'll attack him from both sides. Right. Be careful. You underestimated my Zaku. What happened? Hey, you all right? So that's the Federation's gear. No! Stay back! Don't come any closer! Commander Shar!
Interesting. Welcome. I'm Bio, and today we're playing some more PlayStation 2 randoms. This time around it is Mobile Suit Gundam Journey to Jaburo. A very early era PlayStation 2 Gundam game, because there was a lot of them. And I picked this one. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the only Gundam game I have on the list. I have kind of a mixed feelings when it comes to the Gundam series as a whole. But I picked this one because it's one I know, you know. I know this one. Not the game itself, but I know the Gundam. This is, I believe, based off the original Gundam series. And I've seen the original Gundam series. You know, Kidou, Senshi Gundam, as it's called in Japan. And I've seen a few other series. But I'm not familiar with Seed. I'm not familiar with more of the modern Gundam series. So the only one I'm familiar with is probably Origins, but that's a prequel to the original, so. But I decided to pick this one because I'm pretty sure it's based off the original. So in Japan, this game is called Kidou Senshi Gundam, and it also had another version called Kidou Senshi Gundam version 1.5. It's developed by Beck, published by Bandai, and it was released, at least in the West, in 2001. Whereas in Japan, it came out in the year 2000. A 1.5 version of this game was released in 2005. I don't know what they changed, not a clue, but The FMV sequence we just saw was pretty good. Pretty decent for the PlayStation 2, for very early PlayStation 2. Very, very nice. Looks very, very nice in the emulator. What will the game look like is another question. But like I said, I have a kind of like a mixed thing with Gundam. I enjoyed what I watched of the original Gundam anime, but I tried to get into the next series and I just couldn't do it. So I watched like War in the Pocket. I watched the 08th MS Team series. I watched Stardust, whatever it's called, Stardust Memory, Stardust Crusaders, Stardust Memory, and yeah, if I'm honest, it's just kind of, yeah, it's okay, but that's really about it, really. I tried watching the next series, and I just couldn't get into it, if I'm honest. I tried also watching a little bit of Seed, couldn't get into that. Yes, I'm not really into mech animes, to be honest. This is the reason why. Like, I've watched Evangelion, and it's, to me, it's a very, very important anime at the time it came out, and it was very, very different from anything anyone had ever seen before. But if you watched it nowadays, it's not that special. For your first time going into Evangelion, it was in the year 2020 or something, or even 2015, as long back as that. I don't think it would have been anything special, because that's when I watched Evangelion. I watched it back in 2015, and it just, to me, it was like, it was okay, but it wasn't as, I've seen stuff that was on par with that. But if I had watched it when it originally came out, I probably would have been blown away like most people were.
Universal Century 0079, September 18th. The Federation forces top of the line.
Alright, I'm going to have to skip this because at the end of the day, the intro little thing was quite long. We want to get into the gameplay, see how it plays.
Am I gonna make it in time? There are 2 Zeon Zakus. What do I have for weapons?
I think this is this is the first Gundam game released on the PlayStation 2 in English as well, I think.
And a beam saber.
We had some Gundam games released on the PlayStation 1 in English.
Watch out.
Like Battle Assault. Right, I think this might be kind of like Armored Core, but who knows? It probably won't play as well as Armored Core. So, we're at Side 7. Not Site 7, but Side 7. Objective is to destroy enemy mobile units. That's, pretty standard, pretty self-explanatory. I got apparently allies or something. Hey, we just jump into it. Begin the mission, yes. Let us begin. I do like the music. The music does make me think very much of the music from the original Gundam series. Okay, graphically, not as good as it showed in the FMV sequence, but still okay for very early era. Well, you fought wrong. That's the pilot of the original Gundam.
I can't fire a beam rifle inside the colony. I'll just have to get by with the Vulcans and beam saber.
Okay. I'm very confused. I'm trying to... Right. I'm using the... Keep in mind, right? I've just played Kingsfield. I've just played Donkey Kante, whatever you want to call him. Again, I'm not making fun of the story. I'm making fun of the game itself. But for some reason, why is my Gundam not moving? Am I supposed to hold the button while doing something? So I'm pressing, like, look, there you go. There's the analog stick moving around, right? The field, the map. but I'm using the same analog stick to move my Gundam forward, and he's not moving. He's just not doing nothing. Look. Not moving. The camera's moving. My Gundam is just not even interested. I'm guessing... He moves to the right, don't get me wrong. Oh. Could probably get there. There we go. For some reason he can't move forward. Maybe that's a part of the thing. I'm a bit confused about what exactly is happening. For some reason it won't let me... I'm just so confused why my dude cannot move. He can't move forward for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe that's because it's a fault. Yeah, and he... Because he's saying like, move, move, and the thing's not fucking moving. Is this a fault of the Gundam? I don't know whether the game is actually doing this on purpose. Or... I'm so confused. I don't know if the game's doing it on purpose.
Look out! The enemy's mobile.
I can't fire a beam rifle inside the colony. I'll just have to get by with the Vulcans and beam saber. No, not that way. Come on, work properly, will ya?
Yeah, so I think it's not... Oh, this is not how you start the game. I'm going to be honest. You don't start the game with me having not the normal controls I would normally have. Because how the hell do you expect me to even do anything? So I can move to the side, but I can't move forward, and I think it's because of the Gundam not operating as it's supposed to. But how am I supposed to get close to the enemy? Can't use the beam rifle. My only option is to do this. But I can't get close to the fucking enemy. This game is retarded. It's retarded. Why have you made it retarded? I can't... Yeah. Thank you for making the game retarded. I'm 100% certain. I'm 100% certain that the reason why I can't... The reason why the Gundam's not moving properly is because of some stupid error. But I've almost lost half my health simply because my dude will not move. Yeah, just kill me, please. This game sucks. This game sucks. You do not start the game with a mission like this. Don't. Probably not. Way superior. But at the same time, you can't move as intended. You stupid little cunt. No, I'm getting angry with the game for doing this bullshit. This is not how you make a first level game. You do not make it like this. I've got slither of health here. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm not playing anymore. Fuck this game. I'm 100% certain that the Gundam's not moving as intended on purpose. It's a part of the story. I'm gonna call it. It's bullshit. Do not have this as the How the hell am I supposed to fucking know how to play the fucking game when you don't even allow me to move as I'm supposed to move? It's bad game design. You do not like, oh, here's the tutorial. Right, shut up, game. Shut the fuck up, you cunt. Yeah? I'm angry. I'm pissed off. I think I'm valid. It's a very valid for me to be pissed off right now. Right? Number one, that mission's a tutorial. 100%. That mission is there for you to get used to the game. You do not take away. You don't. It's like let's take any other game that requires you to have a tutorial to know how to play the game. Let's take Monster Hunter World, for example. Quite a lot in-depth game. Yeah, you got to know what you're doing. Imagine if I went, okay, so you're currently in the process of doing the tutorials, yeah, so you can learn the game, but I'm not going to allow you to attack yet. Because I don't think it's necessary for you to attack yet. Because I want you to currently have the mindset of a pacifist. Because it fits the narrative of some bullshit story I want to tell. But so you can't attack. You're having to run away from every monster. But then suddenly when you try running away from a monster, you realize you can't dodge for some reason. Why can't I dodge? Oh, the game's like, because reasons. That's what this is like. That's what this is like. Imagine in Monster Hunter World, right at the beginning of the game, you couldn't attack nothing, you couldn't dodge, you could only run away from things and hope that you're fast enough to run away. Simply because the game's like, nah, you can't do that yet, because of story narrative. It's fucking bullshit. It's badly designed, and it shouldn't be in your game. It's the kind of shit that you can only really pull off in late stages of the game, where the player already has a full understanding of all the mechanics of the game. Suddenly, out of nowhere, you've taken away his ability to move. He has to then think outside the box. In other words, to attack enemies. That's good game design there. You do it later in the game when the player's already familiar with the controls. You don't do it right at the beginning of the game in the first fucking mission. It's just so bad. Do not have that. I feel sorry for anyone who played this. I really do. That's just terrible. Unacceptable. It is unacceptable in any way, shape, or form. And if anyone wants to fucking stand on their little pedestal and go, well, actually, it's a good game. Fuck you. You don't know. You are stupid. Your opinion is invalid. Fuck you. All right. If you like this game, that's fair enough. But come on, you gotta stand with me and say that's kind of bullshit for the first fucking mission to take away the player's movement like that when they're trying to learn how to play the game. It's not good. It's not good game design. You can at least admit that. The game might get better later on down the line, but you're gonna turn so many people off from that first mission just because, oh, for some reason I can't move for some reason. Why? And like I said, if it was an issue with the emulation, that's a different story, but I am 100% certain that is a part of the fucking first mission, that you can't move as intended. 100%. Very bad. Bad game. Go back into bin. Goodbye.